We here had a long discussion, all the faculty members, and we have seen a rather pandemic problem in the way people have started approaching the prelims. People tend to, or students, I would rather say, aspirants tend to read the same book over and over again, say Lakshmikant, and then right before the exam, they have not formed any single source notes. Right before the exam, a month before the exam or 2 months before the exam, they would go to hundreds of sites and hundreds of institute, get their sheets and everything else, and then they will go and follow so many YouTube channels where somebody is covering editorial for them, somebody is covering something else for them, somebody is providing them compilation, and then right before the exam, they have a room full of documents. And then these are the 7 things through which I will study polity, these are my economy notes, these are my history notes, and so on. And then right before the exam, they get a panic attack. Number 1. Second thing, they do not have any plan about the last month. I'll tell you, most of the students who do not get through the prelims, it's not because they failed during their preparation days. You fail your prelims in the last week. You fail your prelims in the last week because right from the beginning you did not have the plan for the last week. So I'll tell you one thing, prelims can be a very, very brutal exam. So many people who write such beautiful answers do not get through the prelims, and they do not even then get the chance to write their mains. Now what you have to do, number 1, make sure that you have single source notes. What do I mean by that? We will provide you PDFs. With every lecture you shall get the relevant document. So for polity, say you have collection of 100 documents. Then whenever you are reading newspaper, or whenever you are given any polity related document from us, or if you are reading a book on your own, you can take that book and you can note down the important news or information or fact here around these pages only. So that if you are studying polity for 25 days or 30 days, after the end of these 30 days, you should have a single booklet, or if you work online, then you should have a single document of 100 pages, 200 pages, 300 pages. That will depend on person to person, which covers everything as far as your polity preparation is concerned. Similarly, you will do for history, geography, economy, and so on. So if one day I ask you that tomorrow you have economy test, be prepared, you should know that this is the book which has been written practically by you, because we have just given you the structure and then you have noted down so many things from here and there, and you have at least done the compilation work. You would know that, okay, tomorrow I have economy test, I am going to read this booklet again and again, and I am going to prepare my conceptual understanding through this booklet only. Now today, this is not CBL's book, this is not Lakshmikant's book, this is not anybody's book, this is your book. You have prepared this one. You would know why you have written anything, how you would have how you had written a particular fact, what did you mean when you wrote a particular line down. Okay, so if you revise it again and again and again and again, you will see that your performance in the test has improved drastically. So what you have to do right now is, for the next 6 to 7 months, 6 months, whenever a topic is going on, say geography, okay, so we are teaching you geography, you will get a static geography PDF with every lecture. You keep on compiling that. In addition to that, you will also get one geography class every Thursday, wherein we cover all the geography and environment related current news. You compile those as well. Then if you have read something over and beyond from what we are covering here, you compile that here as well. Now after 1 month, you have this geography handbook that is written by you. Say 3 months down the line, you read newspaper and you find some important geographical phenomena or some important article related to geographical phenomena. You open this booklet and you write it down here. Okay, you keep on doing that for all the subjects. Then 2 months plus 1 week before your exam, you have now done this exercise for 6 months for geography, history, environment, and then so on. Now 2 months plus 1 week before the exam, you stop studying more concepts or more subjects or nothing like that, and you're not getting into a panic mode. Now you take one subject, you revise the book that you have written and you have compiled over the course of 6 months for 1 week. And when you are revising this book over and over again, you are giving it good amount of time, say 7 days are more than sufficient to revise the same book that you have already only written. Now, in this 1 week, if you find that there exists a collection of facts that you keep on forgetting, which are important facts, they should be in your short-term memory, but you keep on forgetting. For example, say polity. Okay, say if you keep on forgetting that what is the criteria for a political party to be a national party, what is the criteria for a political party to be a state party, then you mark that information with a particular color, or it could be a marker or something. Okay, and you keep on doing that. Although here during this week as well, you keep on trying to you try your best to remember that information, just the way little kids in the school do. Okay, so this much percentage, 6% number of vote share, or this 2 MPs from this many states will make a political party eligible for, say, to be a national party, argument's sake. So you do that. Or say if you're reading geography and you keep on forgetting left bank tributaries of Ganga, so you just sit like this and you're like, okay, fine, probably Kosi or Gandak or Ghaggar, like this, whatever the left bank tributary may be. I'm not from geography background, but my point is that you keep on reading that over and over again during this week as well, but you mark that down. And then next week you do that for history, next week you do that for economy and polity. So in 2 months, you thoroughly revise what you have covered in these 6 months. Now, the last week. In last week, day 1, you pick up one booklet, you go through that book that you have already created, or you pick up books that you have created in 6 months, you have revised for 2 months, and now you pick one book at a time and you go through the entire book. And whatever has been marked yellow, or whatever color you use by you focus on that information. Then you quickly move forward, and in 1 day you revise, or at least you skim through the entire book in 1 day. Then next day you do that with another book, next day you do that with third book. Now that's it. After 5 to 6 days, now you should be completely relaxed, you should be completely confident. Prepare like you know nothing and take the exam like you know everything. Alright? I hope that if you do this, on that day, you will know what you are doing. You have prepared everything, you have revised everything that you have prepared, and you have in your memory all the factors, short-term information, and you have all the conceptual understanding.